Power 104.7.
Rise and shine, St. Paul. Start your day the Power Way. The Wake Up on Power 104.7 FM. Monday through Friday from 8 to 10. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Ooh, I just snapped. All right, it's time to get into this interview, y'all. I am excited. We have a go-getter, a grinder, an entrepreneur, an artist, a mother, all those different titles that she holds, but the main title is... Tell me how to say it one more time. I'm gonna mess it up. I know I am.
Entrepreneur.
No, your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was talking. My bad. Imade.
Imade is in the building. Yes. Welcome, love. How you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We are doing good. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm peachy.
All right.
Yes. This is gonna be a good interview.
Mario.
Okay.
Find who?
Mario.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get into it. Yes, y'all. So she, like I said, entrepreneur, artist. You know what I'm saying? You're balancing all these different titles, right?
I am.
Which title came first? What was first?
Mother.
Motherhood. Yes. Okay.
Mother. Then, well, technically, no. Entrepreneur, me being a barber, that came first.
Okay.
And then motherhood.
Okay.
They actually kind of coincided at the same time because once I got started in barbering, 2 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. So,
wow. Don't God be moving.
Right. You know, yeah. So, and then
Okay.
later on, singer, songwriter. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So was there a passion always for barbering, or
No.
it just kind of fell in your lap?
It kind of fell in my lap. I went
Okay.
to school to be an esthetician. And instead of working in a spa, I went to work in a barbershop. And
Okay.
at the time, the owner of the barbershop was like, hey, why don't you go to barber school? Then you can cut hair and do facials and massage and makeup. And I was like, okay. And I went to barber school and never looked back. I don't even do facials and massages and stuff anymore.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you fading, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Nice.
extra crispy on the line.
Absolutely. I'm
You use the
17
white
years
chalk?
in the game.
I was about to say
Wow.
she's been in the game for a long time. For a long
Jesus.
time.
Yep.
Yes, you even got right on the east side. You got your own shop,
Yep.
right? Owned by you, all you.
All me.
Beautiful. We kind of talked about it a little bit off air, but I've gotten my hair done there before. You had, you rent chairs out and whatnot, and you had a loctician in, so she did my locks. But so I think that's the first time I ever met you. So and at that time, I didn't even know that you owned the shop. Because it was a lot of people. Yeah, it was a lot of people. Different people was there. And I'm thinking you just rent out a chair and whatever, but it was you.
Yeah.
Hold
So-
on, man. We got to give her some claps for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
On her in her bag, her business on
Right.
her bag. I love that. So, after receiving your master's in barbering, what was that? Give us the process of owning your own shop.
Okay. So, interesting story behind that. Once I became a master barber, I worked in another barbershop. Me and the owner of that shop bumped heads a lot. And so I was like, you know what? Forget y'all. I'm finna go open my own shop. And that's how that happened.
Wow. Was
exactly how that
was it difficult to obtain the licensing? Like, give us a
Actually-
little bit of all of that, because we had OG Eddie in here. He's another master barber, and he was telling us like him opening up all these different shops. You think it's easy, but behind closed doors, there might be a pipe busted here or something wrong with here or whatever. So you got to do all these different inspections and all that. So was it as difficult for you to start your own?
Actually, no. The barbershop that I worked at before I opened my own, I was the manager.
Okay.
So I was already familiar with zoning and licensing and updating information and getting all of that in order. So by the time it came for me to open my own shop, I had already knew how to do it.
Okay.
So it was like practice.
snaps.
Yeah,
Nice.
essentially. Yeah. So it was a
Okay.
breeze for me, at least.
You're right, it was a
It was a
breeze.
breeze for me to open my own shop. Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you had your own shop?
10 years this year.
Nice. So you've been a master barber for 17, but you've been having it for 10. You said 10 years when?
This year.
Nice. So you're going to have a little situation or something?
I'm going to try to, because I always ask, I'll be like, I'm celebrating 10 years, y'all. What should I do? And everybody be like, free haircuts. I'll be like, look, okay.
That's the first thing they
That's the
went
first
to.
thing everybody always says.
Probably back to
So-
school. We might throw out
or
100 of
something,
them. You know what I'm saying?
but I don't always want it to be free haircuts. I would like for it to be, we barbecue or something, and
Yeah.
maybe I'll do some discount haircuts,
Right.
but trying to cut the whole community for free that whole day. We supposed to be celebrating. I'm not supposed to be working today. Right? We supposed to be celebrating.
Exactly. No,
But,
that's funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll come up with something. The anniversary is June 6th. So
Nice.
I got
That's
some
gonna be
time
dope.
to come up with something.
Yeah, okay. Perform at your own
You know what?
event.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
And then tell them, make sure you buy the album,
Have it,
Right.
have your little setup with
buy
all
the
your
EP,
stuff.
Yep.
buy the merch,
Absolutely.
and then you might be able to get a free haircut.
might.
You might.
Exactly. If you buy the album, you get the haircut. So
Right,
then you get
that actually is a good idea. I might do that.
That's
if they buy
smart.
it.
See, you gotta.
Hey, let me get his cut out of that 10%.
Okay, you.
He said I came up with the idea.
Right.
All right. So then you fell in love with barbering. How was it to manage? Because like you said, you started school, and then 2 weeks later, baby on the way.
Okay.
How did you
so
manage that?
The first 2 weeks, I went to my instructor. Shout out to Terry. I love her. She has supported me all the way through from the time I found out I was pregnant to today. And so I went to her and I was like, you know, when you're pregnant, you have all these emotions and stuff. And I'm like, I just don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm in her office crying. And she's like, take your time, take a break, take all you need, you know, come back when you're ready. Sure enough, I came back when I was about 6 months pregnant.
Okay.
And tried to finish out all the way through to like my due date. And one of the teachers, shout out to Kathy, I love her. She was like, so when you going on maternity leave? I was like, I didn't plan on going on maternity leave. I said, I'm gonna finish barber school. I'm gonna do it. And she was like, you don't want to go into labor here. You don't want to do that. Because you know, barber school's nothing but men. So it's like,
you
she was like, you don't want to do that. Yeah. So,
Whoa, hey.
but
hey.
I mean, it's
Well,
just
at
not
the
an
time-
environment.
at the
It's not an
time,
ideal environment.
I dig the environment,
Yeah.
but don't say we don't know what to do. We always can 911.
Right.
or how men do it. Like, yeah, I know how to fix the alternator. Go to YouTube. How you fix the alternator?
Right.
You petty. You extra petty. for
So,
that one.
yeah, that's how
Okay.
that happened. Yeah. So I
Okay,
took my
nice.
break from there. Yep.
Okay, so then you grinding. Your mom, single mom. You was doing it on your own, or you had
I
some
was
help?
doing it on my.
You
Well,
was on-
at the
okay.
time, my mom and my sister were supporting me.
Okay.
But yeah, I was working 2 jobs, and after I had my son, I believe it took me 2 years to actually get back to barber school and finish.
Okay.
After I had my son, so I
Okay.
was working 2 jobs. I was working Metro Transit and school bus, so I was a driver.
Okay.
Yeah, I was working on the weekends as a Metro Transit driver, and then during the week I was a school bus driver.
Oh, so you didn't have no days
Yeah,
off.
no days off. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Hustling,
Yeah.
grinding, been that way from the beginning. Okay.
Yeah, she said she had no idle time.
Right.
I see what you did there.
Right.
That was smart. That was smart. Okay, so then when did you get to a point where you was like, you know what, I can't keep doing this grind like this, and when did you finally say it's time to get into back to my passion with music?
So I had a couple of people, including my manager. When I was at the beginning of like being a solo artist and singing and songwriting was always something that I kept to myself. I didn't share it with people. And so he told me I was being selfish. You have to share your
Good.
gift with people. Yeah. So that's how that started. That was the official. Like, wait a minute, what you mean I'm selfish? So I was insulted actually. So from then on, I was like, okay, people are asking me to sing. People are like, hey, when are you gonna start performing? I'm like, I don't know. Normally I don't even perform for people. I'm just used to singing in my shower. You know,
Or like in the
but-
house and all that. Yeah.
She sounds good.
So
when she's singing in the shower.
Hey.
We all
Okay.
got that shower voice.
Right.
I be out there like Tyrese, boy, I ain't even gonna lie. Turtleneck
Right.
on and everything in the shower.
Right.
what they call it? You signed the Rubber Dub Records.
Right.
That's the label.
Not rubber dub
Rubber
records.
dub.
AKA Scrubs.
Right. No scrubs.
Right.
Records.
Right.
That's funny. All right. So now, are you at this point? Are you juggling motherhood, barbering, and music?
I am.
So it's like how you were before, right? You were grinding 2 jobs, barbering, motherhood. Now, are you still working these jobs, or like? So you're doing all this at once. How are you managing your time? Where is your mental while you do all of this?
So I have the worst memory. So I have to put everything in my calendar. Everything that I got this meeting. I got to show up here. I got to do this. Everything is in my calendar. So most times I have multiple alerts going off saying, hey, you're supposed to be here at this time. Thankfully, Apple has that feature where it's like you can remind yourself 2 hours early. So then it's like, oh, okay, in 2 hours, I got to be headed to this. So time management has been, oh my God, a lifesaver for me. So I've
Yeah.
had my moments where it's a lot, but thankfully with me being self-employed, it's like, okay, I can be here and there when I want to. And I don't want that stigma of just because you're self-employed, you just want to show up at any time. And, you know, you still got to be professional.
Of course.
So, but yeah, time management
Still
for sure.
come in and open up on time. And,
Exactly.
and all that. I've dealt with, specifically in the, I guess, hair industry business, where, you know, the sign outside will say open at 11, but you pull in at 11:35 and ain't nobody still there. Like, so y'all just gonna pop up when y'all feel like it?
That is a pet peeve of mine.
Goodness.
That is a pet, like, and my niece laughs at me because I don't know anybody, you've seen the Drumline movie when he was like,
Of course.
you're on time if you're 5 minutes early. You're late if you're on time. So
Yeah, I say that
have
to her
lived,
often.
yes, I have lived, but I cannot stand being late. I can't stand it. So I'm always early.
I have this thing where I feel like, I don't know, maybe it just be God, but I'll be late somewhere and then I still show up on time. I don't know how that be happening, but I'll be late and I'll be, maybe because I'll be speeding. But the point is,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
right? But no, so I get that. Being on time is very important. I'm working on that as much as I can. I know we be in here. Some days we get here 7:30 on the dot like we supposed to, and then some days we both walking here at 7:55. Like, all right, come on, what we finna talk about today? We got 5 minutes to get on air. So I definitely understand that.
For me, it depends on, you know, how I wake up. If I wake up with like good energy, then I'll probably be here at 7. If I wake up just normal, I'll be here at 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask, because I get laughed at, like, or my niece is always critiquing me, like, you're just so weird. I don't have, like, oh, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't think I've ever had
Really?
that. No.
So what do you mean?
you
You always
said-
wake up in a good mood?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm a very light sleeper. I'm always, ready to start the day.
Oh,
and my
that's-
niece is like, don't talk to me. What are you doing? Why are you so happy? Why are you so to get different perspectives, it's like, oh, like, and I know it's normal to have you woke up late or on the wrong side of the bed, but I've never had that.
You just have this optimistic.
That's good.
Just
Yeah.
about you every day. Do you are you spiritual?
Yes.
So are you praying before you go to sleep and things like that?
I'm praying all day long.
Then that's probably why.
I'm praying all day. Please don't
you're
let me
at
trip over the
peace.
sidewalk. Oh my gosh. Please don't make my scalp start itching mid-interview. Like, I'm always,
Oh my
always
God,
praying
there's
about something.
ladybugs in All America.
Stop. No, so I say that to say maybe because your spirit is at peace.
Okay.
So you're not waking up with heaviness on you.
Okay, that makes sense.
And
Yeah.
that's what that is.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's actually a blessing because some
All right,
people
well,
some people don't get to experience, you know, waking up in a great mood. I know people who personally wake up always angry. Like,
That
they
is
just
so
like, oh
wild
my
to
God,
me.
I gotta get up. Oh my God, I gotta go to
Yeah.
work. Oh my God, I'm annoyed. I just want to lay here. Like, some people do that.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm just not like, until now and probably like the last couple of years, I'm not a morning person. I
Okay.
never really have been. But for some odd reason, I'll wake up earlier than expected.
Yeah.
Then I'll set my alarm clock. But then also there's times where, you know, I don't even set the alarm and my body just
body
walks.
just gets
you know
up.
what I'm
you just
saying?
get up. Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, it for me, it's just the difference of, you know what I mean, being able to be in an environment that I enjoy and love. So me coming here and hanging out with this person right here.
This person.
Right. I don't know if I should be offended the way he just said that. It's crazy.
Nah, I really look forward to coming and hanging out with All Things Day, just because of simple fact, like I said, like there's days where, you know, I don't feel like it because I'm in my mental a lot too. But, you know, once I get in here, like, is it flip of the switch and
Yeah.
everything just goes back to normal.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So as you're sitting here being Superwoman, you know, handling all these different titles and getting to the grind and all of that, was there ever a moment where you felt like giving up and just letting it all go?
No.
No. So you always just been like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna
I'ma
be
do it.
fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
And of course, naturally, as a human, you're like, you had your bad days, you have your struggles, and it's like, okay, this is an issue right now, but it won't be that way forever. So just having that mindset of, this is what it is, but nope, we're going to focus on keeping going. Just keep swimming. Just
Yeah.
keep swimming.
Absolutely.
swimming.
Absolutely. Do you feel like that there was a time where it felt like one passion or one of your whatever the titles you were doing at that time had to get pushed to the back burner because something else was now the priority? Like, so for
Yes.
example, when you went from, like you said, it took you about 2 years to go back and get your master's because you was a mom, right? So outside of that moment, you know, when was there a shift where you had to like, okay, I can't do music or I can't do all this right now because I got other stuff I got to worry about?
I mean, I'm going through that shift right now. It's something that I have to realize. I love barbering. I love running my barbershop. But if I'm going to do music, at some point, barbering is going to have to fall all the way back. So, but here's the tricky part with that is barbering is what's funding my music career. So it's like, you got to work, you got to make money. But at some point it is going to be like, okay, I'm going to have to miss a Friday, even though that's my money making day, or I'm going to have to miss a Saturday, you know, because I got a show coming up. But yeah, so I'm going through that shift right now.
Wow. Do you have other barbers and stuff there that can hold it down for you when you can't come in and stuff like that? Okay.
My niece, she's holding it down right now. Shout out to her. Thank you. I love you so much.
Shout out, niece. What's up?
My barber, Jesse.
I know you listening.
He's been with me 9 years now.
Okay.
Whenever if my niece isn't able to do it, he holds it down. Yes, absolutely. My stylist, Shanice, Nene.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I got a team.
You got a strong support.
So that's good. That's good. How are they supporting your music career?
Oh, they actually yell at me because they're like, what you got going on? And I'll be like, oh, because I see them every day, so I'm so used to being around them, and I've worked with them for years. So when it comes to shows and they're like, what you got going on? And I'll be like, oh, I forgot to invite y'all. So yeah.
Be just so nonchalant, just on a regular
you
day.
know, and I'll be like, please, I don't mean anything by it. Don't be offended. But they're always on me like, you need to be playing your music in the shop. You need to be doing this, and you know, and I'd be like, you know what, you right, yup, you right.
Yeah.
So yeah, my team, they definitely support me barbershop wise and music wise.
You know what she do be playing in the shop though, right?
Power 104.7.
I do.
Yes,
I do.
And then it just comes out of nowhere. She freaked out yesterday.
Oh yeah, I think you caught your song played a few times so far. Like yeah, that's dope. How does that feel? Like you at work. Like you at your job, but then you hear what you know the thing that you actually love in your ear while you at work. Like something's happening at the same time. How do you feel in that moment when like you heard your song playing?
You know, it never gets old. It never. I mean, for me at least. Because y'all played my music several times, but whenever I hear it, I be, look, y'all, it's my song on the radio, they playing my song. I had my curlers in my hair yesterday. I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all, don't pay attention to my hair. But it never gets old. The excitement of, oh my gosh.
Yes.
And you know, back in the day when like the TLC story and like the New Edition story, like whenever they hear their music on the radio for the first time, it's like,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it never gets old.
That's dope.
Never gets
I love
old.
that. I love that. Your son, right? How has he been supportive with your music journey?
Honestly, at the moment, my son doesn't live with me.
Okay.
So, but aside from that, he's always very opinionated when it comes to my music, especially with my niece too. They'll be honest with me. They be like, nah, this ain't it. Or if they love it, then they act like they don't love it, but they're very supportive. Like my niece is not an R&B person. And so I'll play my music for her and I'll be like, what you think? And she'd be like, meh. And I didn't know that. I didn't know she wasn't an R&B person. So once I learned that she was not an R&B person, I kind of like pulled back a little bit, like, I'm insulted. You know, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff, okay?
Right, exactly.
You know? So, but yeah, they're very honest with me. If they like it, they'll like I said, they'll pretend like they don't like it, but they'll listen to it. And they'll be like, okay, I like this one. Or this one not so much, but, you know, just let me see what else you got.
So you secretly catch them listening?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
On their own.
My daughter be doing that too.
Yeah,
she be doing it, or she'll play it around her friends, right? And then it was one time I picked her and her friend up. We was gonna go somewhere, and the daughter was like, "I really like your song, Turn Up." I mean, the friend was like, "I really like your song, Turn Up," and I'm like, "You know my music? Oh, thank you. Okay, the kids love me.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I'll be like, oh, okay. Or it'll be my niece's friend. It'll be like, you know, they'll tell me a certain song, an old song that I really think, I really like that song. I'll be like, wait a minute, what song is that? I did release that song. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you listening.
Yes, exactly. I love that.
Yeah.
Was there a moment where you had to choose between your music and motherhood? And what I mean by that is, because I've experienced this too. Like, let's say you got an event, but then it's the same night as your baby's basketball game or something like that. Have you ever had to go through that?
So far, no. And my son is a teenager, so thus far, those things haven't collided.
Okay.
He's pretty self-sufficient.
Okay.
So when it comes to, hey, I got this show coming up or I got this coming up, then it's like, oh, okay. I'll go to one, and then once that's over, I'll go to the next one.
Okay.
So thankfully. And even
up.
with my niece, she's going to law school, so I'm helping her with college and even with her schedule. So far, things haven't collided.
That's what's up. That's what's
I
up.
hope that keep that same energy going.
That's good. That's good. All right. Well, let's talk about, because we're going to get into the EP, but let's talk about Snapped.
Okay.
Because you've been one of like their key
She a top
performers
top
there.
tier regular.
Exactly. How has that experience been? Because I know most people when they go to these karaoke events, they're going just to sing.
It's not
You know,
karaoke. It's
it's
open
an open mic.
A little bit of both.
I mean, it's a mix.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
true,
nice mix.
true,
That's why
true.
I said karaoke. But still, when people go to these type of events, karaoke or open mic, it's usually just because you just want to sing. You just want to get their music out there or whatever. But then for you, it's now becoming to where like you are being known in that space. How has that been for you?
Oh my God, I love it. Originally, when I first started going to Snapped, it was, I just want to sing. You know, like you said, just do some cover songs. But then it was like, okay, if I'm going to be an artist, this is my form of artist development. So working on how I sound, working on, okay, can I hear my stage presence, how I'm engaging with the audience. Oh my gosh, because before this, I wasn't getting out and going to open mics and singing in front of people. Like I said, music has always been something that I kept to myself. And so once I was told that I was being selfish,
Good job, my guy.
I had to get out more and be like, okay, if I'm going to take this serious, I need to put this towards my artist development. So just being on stage and singing in front of people and engaging with the audience and networking. Oh my gosh, I had to learn how to do that. Yeah, it's been very helpful. Very helpful.
So how many years have you been going or participating in Snap?
Specifically with Snapped, I think 2 years now.
Okay.
They've been doing their thing for 2 years.
Yeah. So you've been there from the beginning, or like
Mostly, because
Okay.
I think they got 2 years ago. They got started in, I want to say February. I didn't come till like maybe March or April.
oh, that's the beginning.
So yeah.
So were you with them at Pimentos?
I was with the On the One. Yep.
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 Okay.
That was the On the One thing, and then
Okay.
COVID happened, and they had to
Yep.
shut it down, and yeah.
Okay. So give us the experience of Snap. Because I haven't been there yet, unfortunately. My schedule,
Really?
I know, which is weird, right? Like really crazy that I have not been there. I need to really
I be
go.
telling her to come, bro.
Yeah.
No, what it is I have a very strict at-home schedule. Like I cook the same days every week, and then I cook enough to where I have leftovers to run the next day. So my cooking days are Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
She more stubborn
So-
than me, and I'm a Taurus.
And then Thursdays, my daughter has dance practice, and those are between 6 o'clock and 8. So it's like while she's at practice, I'm at home finishing up dinner, or whatever. Go back, pick her up from practice, get home, feed her, feed myself, hop in the shower, and try to get in bed by 10. So that's why I haven't been able to get to Snap.
Okay.
But so again, give us the experience for a person who's never been there before.
Okay.
What is it like? Because I know you got the live band.
Oh.
Like, just tell us about it.
Considering that you are an artist yourself,
Yes.
right? And I love your song "On Me." First
Thank
of all, let's
you.
put that out there.
Thank you.
But considering that with Snap they have the live band, right? So they have it where it's like you can do cover songs, show them the song, or if they know it, then they know it. But if it's your original music, you can play it for them and they'll learn it on the spot.
Yes, that's dope.
I love that right now, and I'd be scared because I'm like, all of my songs got twists and turns and transitions and bridges, but for the most part, the live band goes off of your vibe.
Okay.
So that's another thing that I'm learning as an artist, learning how to direct the band and be like, okay, we finna go into a bridge. Okay,
Yeah.
I just learned what this means. Okay, on
Top
the
of the- yeah,
top of
yeah.
the verse or So at Snapped, the fact that they have a live band that learns your music on the spot, that's amazing. Then you got the food, the drinks, the vibe. It's very grown folks vibe. Nobody's in there fighting. There's no issues. Everybody's networking and getting to know each other. It's very beautiful. It's like the way that On the One used to be, but like times 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
gets
just good.
packed.
It's like a club. It's really like a nightclub. And
Yeah.
then and I've seen it before where people like after the show they end at midnight, and so people are kind of, you know how when you used to be at the club and you stand outside and y'all just
Stand
kind of
there,
it's very much so like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it all has it always been packed like that in the beginning, or do you feel like it took time for that to happen, or you think people kind of caught on real quickly of what was going on?
I think a little bit of both because they pretty much had a following. Ryan and Brandon, they started it. So them as musicians already had their own following. So it was pretty packed even in the beginning. But as time went on, and now they have the sponsors, whole movement, they sponsor it. So now that people are catching on, it's like, oh my God, it's definitely grown a lot. A lot.
That's what's
And
up.
even with me being a Snaps regular, I've had my times because you got to get there early to sign up for the open mic. People get there as early as 5:45.
I heard
Yeah.
camping out.
Yeah. Yep, lying around the corner.
This fella done walked in here Friday mornings mad because he be like, man, I got there at 6:45, put my name on the list, and they didn't even get to me. Like,
I'll be there the whole time.
Yep,
And that happens for like consecutive weeks straight too.
Yeah, he came in like mad for real.
Yeah, so I'm actually interested to see how they're gonna do it tonight.
I was about to bring it up.
Yes, so with me being the featured artist.
Yeah, so let's talk about tonight, because the album, the EP. So we're gonna transition from speaking on tonight and then the EP. So you are headlining tonight.
I am.
As they are celebrating the EP. How are you feeling about that? You excited for tonight?
You know, I'm excited. I'm nervous, and I got people asking me, "Are you ready?" And I'll be like, "Nope, but I will be. I'm gonna get there."
Nice.
So
okay.
But yeah, I'm super excited. I got family that flew in from Chicago to come see me. Wow. Yeah, so it's a big deal.
That's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think? So do you know how they're gonna be running it, or you kind of just showing up?
You know, based off of how they've done it with featured artists in the past, I have a little idea of how they might run it, but then Snapped is so, with the vibe, like, it's so different every single time. Every Thursday is something different, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. So then let's get into the project.
Okay.
Idle Mind.
Yes.
Tell us what that title means.
Okay, so to start off, have you guys heard of the statement or the phrase, "an idle mind is the devil's playground," or devil's workshop? It's interchangeable. So that's where that started. Before I came out with this project, my last project, Your Attention Please, I released 2 years ago. And so during that time, I was idle for a little bit. And when you're dealing with life, you got kids, dealing with your dating, and, you know, life be life, and sometimes, right? And so we do have those spaces where it's like you get into trouble, you know, like you do stuff you ain't supposed to be doing. There's destructive behaviors that result as a bad breakup, or, you know. So idle mind is why that phrase is why I named this project Idle Mind, not only because I took a break from releasing my first EP, but when I got back into recording this EP, I was dealing with a lot with dating and, you know, dating the wrong people, and so
the thing for the bad boys, huh?
I'm trying to get out of it, okay? I'm trying to change my ways. And the song Toxic that I have on my first EP was an example of that, me choosing the wrong dude, you know? And so now it's like, okay, instead of choosing the wrong dude, I'm choosing to be single, right? But sometimes, and you know, us women, we have our ways where we can be like, I'm tired of dealing with men, and men ain't this, and da-da-da-da-da. And then finally when a good dude comes around, it's like you push him away. So, and that's one of the songs called How Dare You on the EP that goes into that a little bit, where it's like, okay, you a good dude, I see you, but you BSing right now.
Right.
I don't believe it. Nope.
Right. So, okay. Let's talk about the cover, because I remember you were dropping some different photos, allowing your supporters and fans to kind of help you choose.
Yes.
And then actually somebody commented, you seen it on my IG, they was like, why so serious? Tell us about the cover and why you chose to go with the one that you have right now.
So for this particular one, you know, still me getting used to being an artist and being girly, and, you know, because I grew up as a tomboy. I played sports, and, you know, so.
No wonder why you cut hair.
Yeah. And my mom said the same thing. Really, you gonna go from a bus driver to cutting hair? You just gonna kill me early. So,
well, Mom, at least I had the kid.
Right, you know, yeah. So, but with this album cover, it was supposed to be kind of like a deep dive into, you know, me showing my serious side, and I don't want to say serious side, but just that intimate side, like, you know, showing that to my audience and my fans, and so.
Okay, I love it. Do you feel like that? Because we know how the industry is, right? Majority of the women who come out, they're kind of put on this heavy sexual persona, you know, having to dress a certain way, having to sound a certain way, act a certain way. Do you feel like you deal with a little bit of, I'm trying to figure out how to word it, I guess deal with those pressures of feeling like I got to kind of be at an industry standard, but I also want to be myself?
Yes. And in fact, my aunt just called me yesterday, and she was like, girl, you got to be more sexy. And I'm like, I'm a tomboy. I don't know how to, even if I tried, like really forced myself and tried, it's just something that doesn't come natural. So even with the industry, if it comes to a point where it's like you have to be overtly sexy, I'm like, it's gonna look weird. I'm gonna tell you right now, because growing up as a tomboy, that was just something I didn't.
Yeah, no one taught you, how to be that
how
feminine
to be cute
side,
and pose, and you know, and I know that's what comes along with being a woman, especially being a singer, you know. But I growing up, my mom, my aunties, they've always been like, don't let your butt be your claim to fame. You know, so I grew up with and especially with the African, you know, I'm Nigerian, so, you know, Africans, they don't play
Really?
that. Yes. They do not play
wow.
half naked and degrading yourself and bringing dishonor and shame to the family because you don't know how to act. Like, you was raised better than that. So I do want to bring a level of mature, classy, sexy, but you're not finna see me half naked.
Like a Jill Scott.
Yeah.
Something like
Which,
that.
by the way, we share the same birthday.
Really?
So, yes,
That's
she's an
cool.
Aries.
Oh, that's what's up. So are you gonna cause ain't she going on tour? She coming here, ain't she?
Is she?
I think
so.
I
gotta
think
check.
this is a stop. I'm not sure, but do you plan on going to her tour?
I mean, if she is, hey, why not? I would love to get some of that Aries energy. Absolutely.
If
Oh,
any,
hold on, real quick. Speaking of birthdays, happy belated birthday, man.
yes, it was just your listening party was on your birthday.
So it was the listening party / birthday party / content party.
I love that. I love that. I was supposed to show up, but I had things got busy and I couldn't show. But I hit you up personally and told you.
Did.
So, so how was that? I know you had some people come out and
Oh
stuff.
my gosh, it was amazing. The turnout was a whole lot, like way better than I thought it would be. Because I understand. You're supposed to have a level of confidence as an artist, right? But I'm always like, no, just be humble. If nobody shows up, you still gonna be happy. And then people show up, and it's like, oh, y'all really rock with me. I appreciate
That's that optimistic mindset that you have. That's what that is. And I try to follow that too. And I try to tell a lot of people too, especially coming into music or even entrepreneurship. You should expect, or no, you should want the support, but I also feel like you should expect some form of disappointment, just a little bit.
You know, you don't want to get your hopes up too high.
Yeah,
where it
Well, they
comes
say
off
prepare
as,
for the worst, but always be ready for the success.
there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it was wonderful. It turned out great.
I love it. How many songs you got on the EP?
6.
6. Why you chose to stay? Well, I know with EPs is less than 8, right? Or
You
less
know,
than.
I don't know all of the specific.
I think album is more than 9.
It's
EP is
Or
more
like a
than
certain
8.
hour, like a certain amount of
It's
minutes.
something.
Yeah.
It's something.
what
Okay.
something like
was-
that.
To like album is about like 12 or more. That's
Like
what
between
album
9
is.
and, like you
I
said, 9
thought,
and
I
up.
thought it was 9 though. Like 9 can consider as an album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
technically.
And then anything under 8 is EP. Then mixtape is kind of wherever you want to put it, I guess. And then I never understand why they call EP extended playlist, but to me extended means like a lot, but you only can get 8 or
Right.
less. So why are they call that? Is so weird to me. I never understood the language that they be using for that.
It's LP and EP.
Right, but like LP is limited, right?
Yeah.
So why not
it would
LP
be
be 8 or less, and then the extended be? You know, that's
Yeah.
weird.
I
So I never understood that.
understand.
You
Yeah.
gotta think about it. We live in a backwards society.
We do, because I never understood with glasses, and this is off topic, but still, just real quick, I never understood with glasses. Nearsighted means you can't see far.
So no, yes, true, yes.
But
But
yeah.
nearsighted means you see near.
But I feel like it should be said differently.
Right.
Like nearsighted means you can't see close. And
No, nearsighted is you have near sight. So if I'm nearsighted, so now that I've taken my glasses off, I cannot see you.
because
you are a blur.
Because you have to be.
I have to
be
have
closer.
so it brings it near.
Okay. For some reason, I'll be getting thrown off with that.
Yeah, so
But
nearsighted means you have near sight.
Okay. So what made you choose an EP over like an album?
So originally this was supposed to be an album.
Okay.
But with the schedule of trying to get everything recorded in a timely manner and, you know, being able to afford everything, and I didn't want to keep, because people were like, when you coming out with your next song, when you coming out with your so we decided to split it, and it's like, okay, well, let's do an EP just so we can give the fans something instead of keeping them waiting. And then as I'm promoting this and getting it out there, I'm still working on the next project. So yeah, so that's how that started. It was like, okay, it was supposed to be a full-length project, but I didn't want to keep everybody waiting for too long.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So when it comes down to like your projects and stuff, do you feel like you have that certain kind of how to form it out? Like you have that certain kind of like aspect to where you're like, I want it, make sure it's like straight to the point. All edges is just crispy and everything sounds cool. Like, do you like
Absolutely.
have that?
She's strict about. She says she's sensitive
Absolutely.
about her stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, but you know, certain people be like, man, you know.
I cannot tell you how many times I'll have a song, right? And I work with Tri Bishop a lot. He records. He's the
Shout out
main.
to Tri Bishop.
Shout out to him.
I was
He's
gonna
the
get there,
main-
but come on.
Yeah. So he'll send me a rough draft, and I'll be like, nope, take this ad lib out. turn this up, turn this down. This drum sounds too, pronounced. He'd be like, look, I understand you are a perfectionist, but sometimes you just got to let stuff be. And I'd be like, yeah, but it's bothering me though. I don't mind letting it be if it's not bothering me.
Right.
But if it's standing out and it's bothering me, I'm going to send it back and be like, nope, I tried to live with it. I tried to be cool with it, but nope, fix it.
Okay. Yeah. So who's behind the scenes helping out? You already mentioned about Tri Bishop, and then you recorded at the Content House.
Yes. Yep.
So let us know about the actual build of the EP. Who's helping you, and you got some featured songwriters and all that. Let us know who's behind the project.
Oh my gosh. So the first release off of this EP was Inside featuring Zeke on the beat. Shout out to him.
Yes, fire artist.
He wrote and produced that song, and then I came in and wrote my verse. Who else? We got Louis Blaze on the EP. Shout out to him. The Inside video was actually shot at the Content House.
Yes.
So big ups to them. What else? Who else has helped me? Let's see. Of course, Tri Bishop, Lab Brat ENT. Shout out to Graffiti. He helped me with the number 6 song called No Good on that project.
Okay.
Why? Mick Boulevard. Oh my gosh. Shout out to him. He's featured on the album as well.
Okay.
The single that I just released, Why, was written by my cousin. Shout out to Kenneth B.
Okay.
He will be in the building tonight. He flew from Chicago to come see me. So yeah, I'm definitely pushing him because he be having his moments like, I'm done with music, and I'm like, how dare you be done with music? You can't do that. So, but yeah, between the featured artists and having my cousin come in and help write a song, and yeah, those, as far as help goes, that's the people that have been helping me with this project.
That's what's up.
Okay, I got a question with that too. Because you're on the R&B side, and I'm more rap side, and the stigma of having people write for you. Are you willing to take like a written song just in general if somebody wrote it for you?
Yeah, that's why. I didn't write that. My cousin wrote that, and he was like, "Here." All
right.
He is the solo writer on that project.
So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about that placement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about that B5 placement.
Period.
How did you come across that opportunity, bro?
Working with Tri Bishop, he called me one day and he was like, hey, you heard of the group B5? And I was like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, I know a little bit. I know their first song was the All I Do when they did the remake. But, I was a B2K girl. So I'm like, as far as boy bands go, But I'm like, yeah, I'm familiar with B5. And he was like, okay, cool. I'm supposed to be writing a song for them, and I'm going to need your help. So we went in the studio and he showed me the track and I helped write it. About 20, maybe 30 minutes later, I was like, okay, cool. And then that was the last I heard of the track. By the time they released it, that was the next time that I heard about the track. He texted me and was like, congratulations, genius. And showed my name was in the writing credits, and they dropped it that same day. I was like, oh, and this is like maybe like a 3-4 week time difference between when I helped write it and when they released it. It was like 3 weeks.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's
and
quick. That's quick turnaround.
It is. And with them dropping it while they're on tour, and
Exactly.
they're doing I think it's Boys for Life tour.
Yeah.
With B2K and Bow Wow.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, they dropped the song. And like I said, I'm a B2K girl. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all they got to do is listen to it. Oh my God.
That's lit. I love that.
So if you had that opportunity, I take it you will.
Man, in a heartbeat.
Omarion, man. Come on, bro.
He is my lifelong teenage crush.
I love
If
that.
Omarion walked in here and proposed to me, I would say yes immediately.
Not the proposal. Goodness, that's funny.
Yeah, she's girlfriending.
Right.
Just a little bit.
So are you expected? And again, because I know you're optimistic, right? So you're probably going to be like, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not. So are you expected to receive, like some little royalty check, coming forward? Yeah.
Absolutely.
You excited for that one?
I'm very excited.
Yeah,
very excited.
Because then that means when that money start rolling in, not say forget about the barbershop, but then you can really kind of, like you said, kind of not do so much on that end because you got money coming in from somewhere else. So that's exciting. Are you? Does that make you want to write for more artists now?
Yes, and that's actually not a fear, but something that I want to learn how to do more because I'm so used to writing for myself. So being put in a position to write for other people, I know the process behind that is, okay, I have to learn about them and see what, their style is like, or, certain personality traits. So absolutely, I would love to do that. It's scary because it's like, I'm afraid it's going to sound bad, or what if they don't like it? But, that's what comes along with writing for other people.
Yeah.
So
All right.
It's a challenge I'm ready to walk into.
Absolutely. So off air, we were talking about divas.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Okay.
And how different artists have their own regimens of how they prepare for shows or when they're in the studio or whatever like that. Have you kind of already created your own little regimen? And I guess before performing or even when you're just getting prepared for a session, well, what do you do to get you prepared and ready?
So before a session, there's not really a specific style or way that I get ready for a session. It's kind of like going into the session, I have to adapt to the vibe that's already there. But when it comes to a show, yes, I do have a specific regimen. I always have to do something weird or goofy or make a weird noise. I call it getting the goofies out. So it's me making a weird face or, you know, just being in my own element and just kind of shaking the nerves out. So yeah, that's my main thing that I do right now. I got to get the goofies out. Those that follow me know what that is. I got pictures on my Instagram page of me making a weird face, or one of the ones I posted recently. I was driving and I was biting my seatbelt. So apparently that's the funniest. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah.
Wait, what?
I was driving and you know how when you have your seatbelt.
Yeah, you was just biting it?
I was biting.
This is something you do on a regular though?
No.
Oh.
No.
Are we just out here biting seatbelts?
No.
Right.
Mostly it's a weird
I'm gonna have to
face
try that.
right. But I mean, you know, just anything I gotta do to get the nerves out.
The nerves, yeah. No, I get that. I get that.
Yeah, I know at Snap, we be sitting at the table just singing random songs.
Yep, random
Just
songs.
like-
And sometimes those be ideas for what I'm about to go and sing up next. Because you know, I'm like, I don't know what I'm singing tonight, but we're going to figure it out.
That's funny.
Shout out to Tiberius Time, man.
Yeah,
'cause
shout out to him.
What was it? It was like one day we was just sitting there and he just started singing Drew Hill. And then me and Imade is just waiting to go on stage. And then the next thing you know, another dude, Fees. Fees get up there and he just starts singing the exact same song. We were literally before it started.
I remember
joking
that.
around.
Wow,
So,
that's
yeah.
funny. That's funny. AKA DaeTV.
DaeTV.
DaeTV. You are now watching the DaeTVNetwork.
Wake up, this is the wake up.
All right, y'all. We are back with Imade.
Yes.
Yes, I gotta make sure I keep saying that right, because you know. How do you have, or is there a way like to have for people to remember how to say it right? You got like a specific way to, or like
No, actually.
Okay.
Most times, if I say it once or twice, they remember it after that.
Yeah,
So.
not me. I like I said, she about ready to take a cup up, bottle over the head, like, bruh,
I was
you
say,
don't quit saying my name wrong,
I
bruh.
talk how I see it, so I be having to remember to change it. Like anything that I'm reading, if the way that my brain is putting it together, that's how I'm gonna say it.
Gotcha.
So I'll be having to fix
I ain't
that
gonna lie,
part.
after I made, I was like, okay, girl.
Oh, yeah. I didn't heard it all. I made Imade, Imade.
Does it mean
Yeah.
anything? Because you
It
said you're
does.
Nigerian.
Yes.
What does that
yes.
mean?
So it means, for direct meaning is I did not fall down. So
Whoa.
translation, I did not fail.
Nice.
And that goes so it's weird how we get certain names and then it kind of fits who you are as a person, because that fits you, right? With you
Yes.
being optimistic, you saying you really don't really have too many bad days. You wake up ready to take on the world. So your name like fits perfectly, especially with all the things you've been through, and you continue to push forward. Like,
Yeah.
your name was made for you.
It was. I was actually named after my great grandmother.
Okay.
And with that being said, just going into adulthood and like opening my barbershop and finally deciding that I want to take my music career serious. Because like I said, I'm human, so I have my moments where it's like, well, what if it don't work out? And it's a very fleeting thought in that moment. So I had a epiphany / argument with God, and I was like, really, Imade, that's the name that y'all came up to give me? Because it's almost like now I have to live up to it, you know. And so us as humans, when your human thoughts set in, it's like, but you're human, you're gonna fail, and that happens. But it's like, nope, but your name says otherwise. Your name says you don't.
So did you have a
So-
different name before that, or did you try to have a different artist name?
Not an artist name. So before I was born, they didn't know if I was a boy or a girl.
Same
So
here.
at the last minute, at the last minute, they found out I was a girl. So back then, I was originally supposed to be named Edo Samwan, which is another Benin name. Once they found out I was a girl, they switched to Imade, and from then on, it's just that's what it's been. And for a while, I did have a moment where it's like, well, I don't know what my artist name is gonna be, you know. I went from being in a group with my sister to venturing into the solo artist thing, and I was like, I was kind of brainstorming with my cousin, like, what name am I gonna use? I was like, Imade.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It has a nice ring to it. It has a
is.
great meaning.
Yeah.
Why not? And
What was the group name with you and your sister?
Masani Soul.
Masani Soul. Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Is your
I like
sister
that.
still doing music too?
From what I know, yes, I believe so. So, but it was supposed to be a mix of both of our names. So her name is Sani, and my nickname is Madi. So it was Ma Sani Soul, and where we have some confusion sometimes because my barber name is Madi, but my artist name is Imade. So
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
so I go
Gotcha.
off of my artist name, which is my birth name, for my artist name.
I like the simple fact that everybody's like going to the naturalness of just using their names. Like Nakar, shout out Nakar. Oh, I want to hear y'all
Yeah, because
two
she used
on
to
it.
be Solo Star. Now
Yes.
she's her name. So
Oh my God,
I
I
love
love
that.
her whole heeled hoochie thing she got going on. Oh my
Yes.
God,
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
yes.
Yeah, do y'all got a song together? Or?
We don't, but she is definitely somebody I would love to work with.
Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to do that.
Now she's back. She's for
No,
a while
she's-
she was in
she's-
Atlanta, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but she's back now. Perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
hear that,
So
Nakara?
yeah. I'm trying to manifest that because yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
dope. That would be dope.
Yeah.
All right, let's get a little bit back into the content house though, because I remember when we were both there on there. It was like a grand opening or something. Remember? You don't remember? We was
No.
I was there.
I could have sworn you came to their when they first opened their grand opening. I thought you showed up. I could
I
have
don't
sworn
remember.
I saw
How
you.
long ago was it?
How
about
long the
like a
content? How long the content been open?
year
Content
ago.
house. About a year and some change, maybe.
years,
I could have
yeah.
sworn you showed up.
I'm so sorry. Like I said, I don't got the greatest.
Yeah, it was a
memory.
year
I
ago.
might-
Yeah.
Do I-
Officially.
Do you remember? I don't think. No.
Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe
Okay.
maybe I seen you there another time. I don't know.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
so how?
I was there with you.
Yeah. How did you get that connection? Like how? You
So,
know?
through Zeke on the beat.
Okay.
When we were doing the video for Inside, we were trying to figure out places where, because when it comes to writing out the whole treatment for a video, it's like we're gonna dress like this, we're gonna say this, it's gonna be at this location. And me and him, we talked on it for about 2 weeks, and we couldn't find a decent location to shoot the video. So him being that he's working directly with Content House lately, he was like, why don't we just do it at the Content House? And I was like, that's actually a pretty good idea considering how I wrote the storyline for the video. So it just worked. It ended
Perfect.
up, yeah.
Perfect. And then you just been rocking with them ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy you said who's helping you try
Try
Bishop.
Bishop.
So is he like attached with the Content House, or is it more
for
like
a little
y'all
while.
been okay?
For a little while, he was, but now he's trying to get into purchasing his own studio and having his own space. So shout out to him. I'm super excited for him because that's a big milestone.
Yeah.
Getting your own studio.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna ask, how did that connection happen?
Funny story with that. Okay, so
You slid in his
before-
DMs.
No,
huh?
well, yes and no. Yes and no.
That's
So-
crazy.
I went to Atlanta. So when I was recording my first EP, Your Attention Please, I was working with Upstairs, aka Jay Bree. Shout out to him.
Shout out to upstairs.
Yeah, and this was during my time of when I was having writer's block. So I was like, I need some help. I'm trying to come up with this music. And at the time, I wasn't even thinking about an EP or nothing. I was just trying to get out of writer's block. So he came up here to visit. We wrote the song. At the time, we were recording out of Good Look Studios.
Okay.
And so I was like, hey, I like your style. I like how you work. I want to write some more stuff with you. He was like, okay, cool, but I don't live in Minnesota. I live in Atlanta. So I ended up going to Atlanta to work with him and write some more music, which we ended up coming up with the whole EP. We recorded it out of Troy Taylor's house.
Okay.
Troy Taylor is the super producer that's done most of the work on all the Trey Songz albums, right?
Wow.
Yeah, so at the time I didn't know who he was, but going into his house, I'm seeing all of these different plaques and the awards, and he worked with Tyrese, or he actually did the background vocals on Tyrese Sweet Lady.
That is my
So,
song.
yeah,
Okay.
so going to Atlanta, I'm thinking we're just going to some random studio. No, we're working out of Troy Taylor's house.
Wow.
This man has worked with everybody that you can think of. Aretha Franklin, everybody.
Wow.
So I get into the studio, and Troy Taylor, he's sitting in on my session. I don't know if y'all saw, did y'all see, I think it was Creed 3? Are you familiar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen all of them. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
okay, so the boy that plays young Creed when he was a kid,
Yes.
he was in the studio recording. And I'm like, I've seen him before. Where have I seen him? And Upstairs was like, oh, he was acting, he's the boy from Creed 3. And I was like, I knew I seen him. But anyway, they were recording, his music. And Troy Taylor was like, come on in, come sit, come, be a part of the session. He was like, okay, what's your name? What do you do? Where are you from? I said, my name is Imade. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm flew down here from Minnesota. He was like, oh, Minnesota. So you know Tri Bishop? I was like, nah, I ain't never heard of him.
I don't know who that is.
You know,
what Keke Palmer say? I don't know who this man
right.
is.
Sorry to this man. But at the time, and you know, Troy Taylor being who he is, he was, for him to reference Tri Bishop in such great honor, and you know, he was like, there's no way you're from Minnesota and you don't know who Tri Bishop is. And I love telling that story. Tri Bishop, of course, he loves hearing that story, because going from, you know, Tri Bishop is, and not to give him any less credit, he's great, but he's still working to try to get to Troy Taylor status. So to have somebody like Troy Taylor talk about him in such high regard, he loves hearing that story.
Yes,
Yeah, because Tri Bishop is humble.
Absolutely. And after that, I got back to Minnesota, and I started doing a little bit of research, and you know, doing my little Instagram searches, trying to figure out who Tri Bishop is and what he's done, and that's how it started. And I've been working with him ever since. He held a writing camp, and I went to the writing camp, and I'm like, hey, I just came back from Atlanta, and you know, Jay Bree was talking about you, and Troy Taylor, he referred you to me, and the rest is history. I've been working with him ever since. That was 2 years ago.
That's what's
Nice.
up. And for y'all who don't know who Tri Bishop is, he's worked with artists like
Everybody
Kanye, really, but
Auburn.
Auburn.
Well, I was
One of
thinking
my
from
favorite-
a Minnesota standpoint, but
Yeah, Auburn. One of my favorites, Fly Henderson.
Yes.
Rest in peace to him.
Yes.
They have this song. It's called Hello. If y'all haven't
I love that
checked it
song.
out, make sure y'all go check it out. But yeah.
He actually went to the Grammys this year. He was
Yep.
nominated for being a producer on the JID project.
Yep,
Yes.
Jid.
Yeah,
Yep.
God Does Like Ugly, I believe the name of it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I got that on vinyl.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a HSRA Studio 4 alumni. He definitely goes and mentors the kids on all the music and, you know, engineering and stuff like that. So shout out to Bishop.
That's
Yeah,
what's
I learned a lot
up.
from him.
Yes.
Learned a lot.
All right, so I don't mind. What are you expecting from this EP? Where would you like it to go? What the lengths that you're willing to go yourself to make sure that this is heard by the right people?
So I feel like that question is always kind of loaded, because it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to answer it. But I will say, for the single Y that is out now, that was supposed to be an example of what I can do vocally, right? Because on my first EP, I'm not really singing like that. So with that being on this project, it's like, okay, giving people a taste of what I can do, and kind of venturing in different lanes, and especially with one of the songs called Dope Tweak featuring Mick Boulevard. That was me venturing into a different lane writing wise. So I'm interested to see how people respond to that. At my listening party, I played it for my older cousin, and I'm like, look, okay, it's not explicit, but like I said, my family don't play too much when it comes to like overly sexy, and so I had to tell my cousin, I was like, look, don't tell my brother, please.
You got to listen to this on
Right.
volume 10
Keep this between me
in the
and
basement
you.
with your headphones in. Don't tell nobody.
Right. And so it's not one of those songs that's like super explicit, but it is a little more sexy than
grown
how
is
I'm used
sexy.
to than how I'm used to writing. So I definitely would like to have people look at it like, oh, she was really in her writing bag with this one. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. And then are you, because this is a personal question, are you open to doing back vocals for other artists?
Oh my God, yes.
Because I'm actually finna be dropping another single soon. I gotta get back in
Boy,
the studio.
let me tell you how many times she be running up on that stage at Snap. I tell you what, she be like,
I be
who's
like,
coming
I'll
up
be right
next? I'll be right back. She go up there and all you, and.
I love that.
Yes.
Man, bro.
every chance I get,
I love
every
that.
chance.
Okay,
If
'cause-
it's a song I know, I am up there singing
Yeah.
back.
Well, I have a song, and so the kind of artist that I am, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very sensitive about my music too, right?
yeah.
And I'm very picky with who I
I'm
choose.
an artist and I'm sensitive
For real.
about my
And I'm very
stuff.
picky with who I choose to either help me write or do vocals for me.
Okay.
And I'm very picky on who songs I feature on. Like
You should be.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like your vocals would be amazing for this specific song in the background. I'll make sure you get your credit. You know
Okay,
what I'm
cool.
saying? You would be BMI or ASCAP?
ASCAP.
Okay, I'm with
ASCAP,
BMI.
yep.
You on the other side. But
The
that's
other
cool.
side.
Ah, you're a hater. ASCAP all the way. High
Right.
five.
Stop it.
Verified.
All right, well, let's go ahead and end this out here because we like to do this little Mount Rushmore thing, right?
Okay.
You're familiar with a lot of the local artists here.
I try to be,
You
yes,
Try to
yes.
be. Give us your Mount Rushmore of singers. It can be any genre, any male or female. Just give me your Mount Rushmore for your
Okay.
Minnesota singers.
Minnesota singers. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I would say Bree Turner,
Shout Bree.
Monique Blakey.
Okay.
Jamie J.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Jamie's.
Yes. Yeah, like even if she's having a bad day, she'll get up
still
there
get
and
up
be
there
like,
and make it happen.
okay, because Mount Rushmore, is it 4 or 5 is on there? I think it's 4.
It's 4, but you can do 5.
Okay, because I'm in the 6 and 7s right now. Okay,
It's your day,
so
Imade.
thank you. All right, Ajale, I love her.
Okay.
Okay, we passed 4. Jediah.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
I'm gonna go in now.
Who else? What is her name? Thomasina Petrus. I love her.
Oh yes.
We're not even in the Rushmores no more. Hold on.
We just on the top 10 list.
Yeah. That's all I could. I love Zeke. I love his voice, and he's more so a rapper and producer.
Yeah,
right.
but his voice is amazing.
But when
I
he
love
sing,
that.
it's like, yeah, we in church, y'all.
Yeah, that soul come out,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And that
Absolutely.
baritone hits.
Yeah.
Woo.
And there's this one girl. She comes to Snap here and there. Her name is Karen, and I be trying to catch her every time she comes. But I love her voice. She has a Jasmine Sullivan type of voice.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
And she blends in the crowd and just yeah, I love her.
love
Okay,
that.
so you said Mount Rushmore for singers. Can I do one for rappers?
Go ahead.
Okay, so rappers for sure in the car for Jay. Zeke.
Okay.
Zeke on the beat. I hate be putting on a spot like this when it comes to rappers.
Just keep
I
going.
gotta let me
Just
come
keep
back to that
swimming.
one.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming.
To be honest with you, I heard Tri Bishop freestyle for the first time a few weeks ago, and I was like, bruh, I didn't even know.
Oh yeah, he
Yes.
sits in his bag, and once he like open that
Yeah.
bag, bro, like I said, that's why I said that the hello with Fly Henderson
Yeah.
and Auburn, bro, like come
Yeah.
on.
Oh my God, Auburn as a singer, Mount Rushmore. How can I forget her?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
And like I told you earlier, we went to Freedom School when we were younger, so I've always looked up to her vocally.
Yeah.
But how can I forget her? Oh my goodness. But rappers, Mick Boulevard for sure. He's featured on the EP.
Okay.
Y'all gave me something to think about.
Okay.
I got to think on that one some
Okay.
more because I know there's more than 4.
Yeah.
So.
All
yeah.
right. Well, we're going to go ahead and end that there. But thank you so much for coming through. Tell everybody again the project, where to find it, where you're going to be performing tonight. Let them know.
Oh, I thought of one more real quick. Louis Blaze, I forgot. Okay.
Oh, there you go. There you go. He
Louis
was going to call you
Blaze.
like
I was waiting.
Right, yeah, I forgot. I'm like,
I
how
was
am I gonna
waiting.
include
I
the
was-
people on the project? Yes, for sure. But tonight, I will be at the Green Room for Snapped Open Mic. I will be the featured artist. The show starts at 8. Get there early if you want to sign up for open mic, or get there early if you're trying to get a table because it gets packed
Yes.
fast.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on YouTube, unfortunately, the day had already been passed, but you can still keep going to Snap. I'm sure she's going to be on the stage every week, more than likely, if she can make it. So you'll still be able to catch her performing and doing her thing too. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
all right, and then the album, where you can find it, the title
Everywhere.
one more time.
I don't mind. It is available today, so go stream it today, y'all. It is available Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music. I think there's 200 different platforms that it's on today. So yeah, Spotify,
Yes.
absolutely. Go
Love it.
stream it.
Love
yes.
it. All right, y'all. Well, we finna get up out of here. Thank y'all one more time for tuning in and watching this interview. Make sure y'all go check out all the other interviews as well that's posted. We've been on a roll.
Yeah, we is.
And we got some nice names still coming for the rest of the month of April. And then we already got May basically booked out at this point too. So make sure y'all keep coming back to watch these dope interviews, man.